Hey, Marc Warnke, they call me the goat guy. Got some brand new little 3-day-old little babies here. And if you're watching this video, it's likely that you've had a frustrating moment with your baby. They're having a hard time taking a bottle, and believe me, I identify. I know the position you're in, and you should know. I'm going to show you how I introduced this baby. Has never been on the bottle. We just took it from the mom, and I'm going to instruct you on how to do it. It's a process. But I want to tell you that I highly suggest you go to mygoatguide.com and watch my free webinar on learning the things you're going to need to learn about taking care of these little buggers over the next couple of months. So make sure you go to mygoatguide.com and watch that webinar. Now, I do want to talk to these little guys. The way to do it is to always back their butt up into you, okay? And then I'm going to put my hands in the corner of their mouth to open their mouth up. So that's how I open their mouth, okay? And then we're gonna make this a non-frustrating experience for both you and them by having the objective of helping them to learn how to drink and realizing the very first time it's likely they'll struggle and just being okay with that struggle. Now I wanna point out something to you. These big gray nipples, the milk just comes out of them when you tip. So when you tip in the beginning, if you tip too much, you're kind of drowning them. It's a lot of milk. So we're gonna go just with kind of a little bit of milk first. I'm gonna open their mouth, get it in there, and then I'm gonna clasp the back of their head, and he's kind of mouthing it right now because he's getting some milk, but you can see I just barely have it tipped. I don't want it going all crazy. He doesn't know what to do it because he doesn't know really how to have his head on it, but you can see and I can feel with this finger right here, I can feel him swallowing. He's still not nursing. He hasn't really sucked yet at all. He's just mouthing the nipple and getting milk. Okay, so see, he kind of repelled from it right there. You can see there's milk on my hand. He's not being very, very successful yet. So we're gonna kind of give him a minute, love him up. He's kind of scared. So we're gonna kind of love him up, and we're going to go ahead and try again. It's okay. And you can see I have to kind of be forceful to get it in his mouth. And then we're going to let her start. And it is a she, but we're going to call it a he because I just want to call it a he. But it's a she. So anyway, irrelevant. Bottle feeding has nothing to do with sexual orientation. So there we go. So we're just going to continue to kind of go with this process. And we're hoping that he's going to begin to latch on. And nothing yet. She's still just kind of mouthing it. And they'll do this. See how she's just sitting with it in her mouth? And so what I'll commonly do, okay, we're going to go ahead and let her have a break for a second. Now, bear in mind, you want to watch the level of milk that you're actually feeding, because you'll be surprised how much milk they're actually getting and swallowing during this process. So I forgot to point that out before we started, but she's already gotten like this much milk in here. Now remember, they only need 20 ounces of colostrum in the first 3 days, and this is mother's milk. So we milked their mother, and now we're bottle feeding. And so this is still a little remnants of colostrum in here. So you can see again, back of the head, putting her butt in my crotch so she can't back up any further. She still hasn't really figured out how to latch on, but she's getting milk and she's swallowing. I can feel it with this hand. I can feel her swallowing milk, and that's why I'm not tipping it all the way up. And you'll see this is just kind of a slow process. You got to come in and do it a couple of times. They're getting milk. Hunger will do a lot. So right now, this is the very first time. They haven't done this yet. I'm really expecting, I'm expecting it to be unsuccessful in terms of her learning how to latch on. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and give her a break, and then I'm going to do the other one. We're going to see how that goes. So let's see. Okay, so look. Already got some more milk, right? So they're getting milk. I'm going to go ahead and just feed out of the same bottle with her sister, and we're going to see if we can successfully call she a her the whole time. All right, so we're going to go again. We're going to pinch the corner of the mouth. We're going to enter the nipple, grab the back of the head, and then I'm also cupping the chin with these fingers. When I do that, oh, look it, she's going right off the bat. Ha ha ha! Success! Way to go, little buggy. You did it. Try it again. You had it. She is way better than you. You should be ashamed of yourself. There you go, sweetie. You did good. Here, let's get your head back straight. Now, by the way, you'll notice that I'm not trying to present this from way up high. I'm not making her crane her head clear up here. Okay, did you see that? That just tipped a bunch of milk down her throat. So we're gonna kind of let her try again. All right, kind of did good for, look at that. You did good. You got a couple ounces for sure. The other thing sometimes that I will do with these guys is that I'll try to kind of initiate the suck with my hand in their mouth. Now be careful with these little babies. Their back teeth are razor sharp. And I mean, go to the hospital razor sharp and get stitches. So we're gonna see if, okay, she's not really sucking. She had success on the nipple, so I'm not going to introduce a ton of new things. We're going to try again. Okay, you see how I'm keeping the head in place, keeping the nipple in proper position, and trying to just let her self-discover how to actually wrap her tongue around the bottom of that nipple and create suction on it. And the other thing is these little guys, so when they pause, I'll commonly move the nipple in and out to kind of motivate. So I'm gonna let her have a break. I'm gonna make one more stab at each, and then we're gonna call it good. And we're gonna let hunger do a lot of the work. A lot of times it's the next morning that they will feed well. She's trying. Can't figure it out. That's different than mama's nipple. Now while we're on this, I do like to take babies off at 2 to 3 days because I like the mother to learn how to raise a baby. So in case I'm not there, she knows how to lick them off and take care of them and let them nurse and, you know, do all the stuff that mommies do to take them out of those jeopardy first 24 hours. All right, so I can see these guys have she's kind of had enough. So we're gonna go one more attempt with this one. And this is the one that successfully drank last time. So we'll see if we can get it going again. Come on, you had it. Come on, you can do it. Okay, so again, this is the process, just keeping the nipple in position. And the lights will turn on. They'll all of a sudden get a proper suck and they'll go, oh, she's trying. Come on, sweetie. Oh, you almost had it. You know when they're getting proper suction when they flare their nostrils. Their little nostrils will flare up and they just get after it. So you'll know. Okay, so you can see each baby got definitely a few ounces. So what we'll do is we'll give these little guys a couple hours. We'll come out here and try it again. The biggest thing with getting a baby, and you should know, we raise a couple hundred babies here a year, and I've helped instruct people to raise hundreds and hundreds more for years now. So it's fair to say we've helped to raise thousands of babies. And what I will tell you is I've never had a baby that I've not gotten to take the bottle with doing what I showed you right now. I have had it take up to 3 days, and it can be really frustrating. And that's rare, by the way. Usually it's 24 hours. So that first little introduction, the mistake I've made in the past is allowing myself to get frustrated or scared or panicked that I need to be doing more and they're gonna die and they're not getting enough and the clock is ticking. Just hunger goes a long ways. Let them get hungry, remain patient, remain gentle. Don't have this experience become negative. You can get frustrated. Why won't he take it? Don't let yourself fall into that. Just be gentle and kind and thoughtful and let them go through the process of learning a new nipple in their mouth. You know, I know that'll go well for you. And again, if you want to learn stuff like this and more, go to PackGoats.com. And we have a webinar on there that'll help you learn how to raise these little buggers. So hope you find that helpful. Marc Warnke, the Goat Guy, signing out.